Welcome, everyone, to the farm in Palo Alto, home to the Stanford Cardinal and to legends such as Elway, Luck, and McCaffrey, all of whom went through battles like the one we'll see in this one. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warrior, taking on a team from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Rainbow Warriors will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Stanford's offense takes the field for the first time today. And here comes their veteran leader. He has been through the battle, guys, and there are plenty of expectations this season.
Yeah, and there should be expectations. This guy's been around a long time, knows the systems, knows the players. Everybody's going to have to believe in him for this year to be a big success.
Yeah, David, there's just no substitution for experience, right? This guy has played so many snaps. He's seen it all. No doubt they need him to play at a high level. Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Carr. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Corner's going to give them room. He wants to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Bachmeier.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Coming out on first down with the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Stanford!
And this offense gets on the board and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
7, Hawaii, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Rainbow Warriors offense will get the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Wood. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Hey, get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Returner runs out of bounds.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Right down the middle. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator. It's a lot of DCs. They focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a really pleasant film session.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Jackson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Jukes his way for more. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run the toss. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Boyd. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. To the air. It's Wood. Gets it out quickly. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Rainbow Warriors have their offense in high gear. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Washington has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 17 over the Astronauts. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the middle. Finds a man by himself. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Stanford quickly to the line.
First down for the offense.
That's caught. It's McCoy. Stopped after making the catch.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Third and short now from their own 48. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play?
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
The Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Back to throw, it's Wood. Got his man quickly. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. They want to just keep throwing it. Got the back over the middle. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll throw on third and short. Showing the arm strength to the left. And that ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Going up top on first down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Buckmeyer. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. Comes out throwing on first down. Gets it out fast. Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. He's gonna pass. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now from inside the red zone. Pulls it in, it's Carr. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Cardinal!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
First and 10.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Dropping back, it's Wood. He's not afraid to go deep. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stanford will boot it away to start this second half.
Set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Looking for room, it's Boyd. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. And the Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stanford now has it in the red zone. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Throws toward the end zone. And the ball is picked off.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Boyd. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Looking downfield, it's Wood. Quickly to the tight end. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. The Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, you need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. The quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Off play action on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Bachmeier. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And 1st and goal, I think a lot of people get very conservative. Let's run the football. You know, let's be very predictable. You can't be predictable, right, Palmer? You got to be aggressive, but what happened?
Well, I like the idea of calling a pass play down.
Touchdown, Stanford! What a grab and go for the score. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Now we'll get get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To throw, it's Wood. He'll heave it deep. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable job covering space, breaking on the football, seeing the route, and going and getting the interception. Nice play by that safety.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And he gets back on top of it and averts disaster. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. To the air, it's Wood. Snags it over the middle. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
Got it in the middle. It's Watkins. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. And the Rainbow Warriors are on the move.
1st down for the offense.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Perry. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. The Rainbow Warriors want to crank the tempo.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Walton. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
He's brought down at the 18. And that's a first down for the offense.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Grabbed in the middle, it's Perry. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. They'll give it to the back. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the...